Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything's still going slow-mo. You know, it's just the different things that go on through your day. You focus. But this is the thing. It's like when you super focus, then it's like things slow down. It's like buffering. It's like when your internet connection is messing up and you see that little circle in the middle of the screen circling around, it's just buffering, like things around you is just buffering. You know what I mean? People trying to, how do we get around him being so focused? Like we have to unfocus this person. We have to unfocus him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like any entry point. You know what I mean? But it's just like I like with you in the gang stalking program, this is what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their different belief on why they being targeted. But it's just like once you reach a certain level and you know what I'm saying, you build a relationship with God, you start seeing things with a spiritual lens. But a lot of like people who don't have a real firm relationship with God, they trying to, see things in a logical lens, more how is this possible? You know what I'm saying? But you can't really, the more you try to explain it logically, the more mental health you sound. You know what I'm saying? The more the illness, sound. And then vice versa, because people, you just logical, they can't comprehend the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And people spiritual, you know what I'm saying? They see things in a different lens. You get what I mean? And it's not just make believe, you know what I mean? This is really what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in my targeting, you know, people do root work. People do occult magic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like poof magic. You know what I'm saying? Not the Hollywood magic that you see, but manipulation of the environment, manipulation of people, manipulation of animals, manipulation, to try to get into you, try to reside this manipulation within your soul, try to change your direction or your belief system, you know what I'm saying, into their liking. Manipulate things in a way, you know what I'm saying, into your liking. You know what I mean? Make certain things appear a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what it is. This is what they trying to do to me. You know what I'm saying? Make things appear, trick you, make things appear a certain way, and that's not what it really is. You know what I'm saying? The illusionist, a magician trick. You know what I'm saying? And this is with, I believe this is with high level practitioners, people who practice, you know what I'm saying, black magic. You know what I mean? And it's a wide spectrum of different people. You know what I'm saying? It's not just African spirituality, voodoo type stuff. You know what I mean? Go from the gypsies to the Wiccans, the European witchcraft, and you know what I'm saying? All this different components of people, you know what I'm saying, who works under Satan, you know. Some people try to say, no, this magic is not of Satan. You know what I'm saying? This divination work is not of Satan, but it is. You know, if they agree with it or not agree with it, it is. These people are under Satan. And when you put in that program where they put in this highly concentrated darkness, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is they trying to open up so many ways for demonic access to break you mentally. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in my last video, this is why I believe there's a lot of schizophrenics out here. They've been broken. You know what I mean? They've been broken. But when you a TI, they see that you're not easily broken. You know what I mean? So they got to keep this up. You got to be in this repetitive, bubble. You know what I mean? Separated from other people. It's like almost like you going ghost mode. It's like almost like you a ghost. It's like almost like I want to put you in a position where it feels like you passed away or something and you a ghost. You know what I mean? In that type of bubble. You know what I'm saying? But a ghost can't be seen, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as like the paranormal, how they say it, like a ghost can't be seen, or you know what I'm saying? You know, things like that. You know what I mean? But in this life, this reality you live, it's like you on ghost mode, but you can be seen at the same time. But you can't, like a ghost can't do the things that a human does. They just see things and see people have their experience and live their life and stuff like that. They just, it's like you in this ghost bubble, but you can be seen. You get what I'm saying? This the type of stuff they try to project to you. You know what I'm saying? You just see people living out their life, but they still doing the tactics like you some type of statue or a memorial. People walk by and they could just do whatever because you know what I mean? You just an object. That's how the program just try to project to you. And then once they kind of work you up and stuff like that, then they try to cool you down. But you so focused, you don't care. You just want to get what you just do what you need to do and get back home. You know what I'm saying? And that's a concept that it's not clicking with them. You get what I'm saying? You know, they trying to do everything to stop that progress. You know what I'm saying? Like you focus, you doing what you need to do. Yes, you're in a controlled environment, but that's like that everywhere you go. You know, I guess different TIs is different, but everywhere I go, it's the same thing. And in some places, it would be worse. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got nonstop more people who think they're charismatic and more things that they could try to present to put you in those compromising positions. So if you're in an environment where things is working for you, but even though people got you in this ghost bubble, remember if it's working for you, keep going, keep going, keep your faith in God. You get what I'm saying? Because you know, as long as we're in the sinful flesh, there's still certain type of access that these people can do. But God still protects you, right? These people haven't taken your life, right? You haven't went mental health, like a mental breakdown where, you know what I'm saying? You just lost it out here. You haven't got that. So you know there's a protection force going on. But it's still the struggle, it's still the people doing these things. You know what I'm saying? It's not at a cease. You get what I mean? So I'm thankful, but I see things for what it is. And I'm going to keep documenting. I'm going to keep saying what I need to say. I see things for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, people are really trying really, really hard. Like, wow. Like, standing ovation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wow. But guess what? I must stick to staying focused. You know what I'm saying? I see how people see like look at me when I be focused and stuff like that. They just, you know, like try to mimic how focused I am. I put my hand in the direction so to let them know I'm trying to move around them because they always like to be in my way. They love to be in my way. They want me to get where I be like, oh, excuse me, da da da. And when I would say excuse me and stuff like that, they act like they can't hear me. But oh, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Another person getting away. So I just be patient now. They see me sitting behind, standing behind them. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna put me in no compromising position. It's just not gonna work. So they could just look at me all silly. You know what I'm saying? Some people can whistle. Certain people just synchronize with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? To the point it just gets awkward. They look awkward. You know what I'm saying? And I just keep going like, shoo, okay? You know, it's just awkward moment after awkward moment, but it's like, how do you deal with it? You just focus. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. They see you, you see them. And you keep it moving, you keep it pushing. Regardless. And this is if this is what it's like every day, then so be it. This is how much you value your life. This is how much you value the little bit of stability that you have. You really value that. They see that a lot of people don't value that. A lot of people would have been in a compromising position. A lot of people would have been moved and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But for a person that understands the value of their life, the value of their stability, then they're gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because this program can get tricky, and there's a lot of agents, online. You know what I'm saying? Some people that claim to be TIs are literally mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? Some people see these things and they think that they are TIs, but they're really not. They're actually they're mentally ill. They've been broken. You get what I'm saying? And some people have been broken and they because of their targeting, because they were TIs. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people like me that's not broken and they're just continually trying to break you. They're continually, trying to do these dark arts and stuff like that to get you in that type of mindset. This is what they trying to do every day, nonstop, perpetually, repeatedly, routinely. You know what I'm saying? Because you doing what you need to do and being focused and staying out the way. Anybody that comes towards your direction with some criminal mind or some weird energy, you just simply fall back. You know what I'm saying? You more with the energy that's going to be encouragement, healing, you know what I mean? Positive, you know what I mean? Keep going. That energy. Anything other than that, you got to deal with it. You ain't got no choice. You have to deal with it. But in the midst of dealing with it, you don't have to socialize. You don't have to play their game. Now, you have to play a certain game at a certain, you have to play some type of, to deal with things and to work. But you don't have to play their game. You know what I'm saying? In this game of reality, you know what I mean? You don't have to play their game. And you give thanks to God for waking you up every day, for allowing you to get back and forth to work, for allowing you to have the physical capabilities of working and the mental fortitude to deal with the daily tactics. That's why I give thanks to God. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's irritating, but you just have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. With that being said, family, peace.